All righty, I do want to welcome every single one of you to our special presentation for Trevorium tonight. We have got a power-packed Zoom for you tonight because we're going to have Mr. Daryl Roberts on, Mr. Ryan Vanderpool, Tanya Kareem. I'm knowing to grab people that just happen to be on the Zoom that might be speaking tonight. They don't even know they're going to be here, but incredible things are happening. We're going to hear from Kyle tonight, made over $500 today trading. By the way, I made over $2,200 yesterday trading, made more today. I've not done the total tabulation, but I think up to over $2,000 again today. I mean, incredible things are happening in the markets, world tours, travel boom, so much to talk about. Don't even know where to get started. So I just want to start by, number one, introducing myself to those of you that I have not, maybe not previously met. By the way, my name's Todd. I want to say hi, Todd. And I just got on the screen. If I look a little sweaty, I am. I was out running. I stopped and took a three-way call. It always goes longer than you think it's going to go. And then you suddenly realize, wow, I got to make it back now. And so I'm out doing my 5-mile run, but I had to hightail it to make it back here and be on time. I walked through the house and I try to wipe my head off and set up the Zoom, all that kind of stuff. But with that, again, I'm excited you're here. Incredible things happening with our company. Again, my wife and I, we happen to live in Southern California, about 1 hour north of San Diego. We've been with the company pretty much since its inception. And tonight, you're here to learn about our brand new concept, Trevorium. Now, although Trevorium is new, the concept is new. No one's ever heard of it. You're here at the beginning, the very genesis. The company itself is not new. The company's now, the parent company, is going into its 9th year in business. They're in 63 countries, paid out millions of commissions all around the globe. The paychecks go out every single week on time, every time, as they have for the past 8 years. And so we have the best of both worlds. We've got a rock solid company launching a brand new concept where you have a chance to be first. Now, we always got to give the legal disclaimer, although we've had massive success in past, that is not a guarantee of anything in the future. And I think everybody knows that. I mean, 2020 proved that anything can happen at any time, right? But the attorneys seem to think that we all forgot about that and we need another reminder. And so anyway, now that we've done the legal disclaimer, we'd like to jump into our presentation. And I always go back to what I call the core question. And the core question is, if you had all the time and all the money in the world, what would you do? And if you went out and asked most people that question, they'd say, man, you know what? I would travel the world. I would go on adventures. I would spend time with my loved ones. I would live life on my terms. I would do what I want, when I want, with whom I want, because I want, right? I would delve into my hobbies and passions. But the bottom line is that people all around the world, they dream of a different life. They dream of a better life. So how do you get more time? How do you get more money? Well, if you were to ask of the author of the best-selling financial book of our era, okay, so this guy is number one. I mean, he is the, creme de la creme when it comes to, financial advice in our era. It's Robert Kiyosaki. He wrote the book Rich Dad, Poor Dad, wrote this book, Cash Flow Quadrant, speaks all over the world. And in his book, he outlined that 95% of all people are going to end up in a place they do not want to end up financially because they, one, either have a job or two, they own a job. So he's not talking about the unemployed. I mean, obviously, if you're unemployed too long, that's going to be a disaster too. He's talking about that having a job, that is a path that does not lead to financial abundance. That is a path that's not going to lead to financial success. And the only way to really get ahead in this life is you have to either, one, have your money make you money, right? So when people say, hey, you going to work today? Nah, you're not. No, I got my money making me money, right? And by the way, that's what I have happening right now. That's what Kyle has happening right now. That's what a lot of you have happening right now. For the first time, it's like, look at this. I made over $2,000 yesterday, made over $2,000 again today. Well, how'd you do that? Well, did you work? No, I was out running, right? I got my money making me money, right? So your money works so you don't have to. That's one way. The other way is to get a business that works so you don't have to. And you're going to be hearing from some people tonight that have that situation going on. You're going to hear from Daryl and Maria Roberts. They build a business around the world. I mean, they could literally take the next 6 months off, watch their son play baseball, never pick up a telephone, never do anything. And that paycheck's going to come in every single Friday on time, every time like it has. And the only thing that's going to happen is their paycheck's probably going to go up. Okay. That's what you call residual income. You could, and I don't mean this, you don't want to taboo anybody. Daryl and Maria can literally be light beamed off the planet and the check is going to keep coming in. All it means is that Aaron and Asia and Vanessa and everyone else can start cashing that check, right? And so again, that's the goal. So there's nothing wrong with having a job. That's a great place to start, but that's not where you want to finish. And for whatever reason, they're not teaching you that in school. A job is a wonderful way to put some food on the table. It's a wonderful way to try to put a roof over your head. And a lot of us, that's where we have to start. But it's a horrible way to get ahead. It's a horrible way to create lifestyle. It's a horrible way to try to create a fortune. In fact, you've never met anyone that's created a fortune from a job, right? And you're like, yeah, it's true. I never have. Definition of insanity. Do what everyone else did that didn't work and expect a different result. And so again, tonight, we're going to show you how to, save money, make money, and grow your money. And as I mentioned, our company, not new, going into its 9th year, beautiful home office, customer service in 3 different languages. Our CEO and founder and his lovely wife, they are world-class entrepreneurs. In fact, Mr. Hart was a finalist for Entrepreneur of the Year, Inc. magazine, a major financial publication here in the United States. So he was, a runner-up for that Entrepreneur of the Year. Obviously recognized as one of the most accomplished entrepreneurs in our country. And his company is going into 3 of the largest, most booming industries on the planet. Now, number 1, you got the travel industry. And I want you to realize that we've had a pandemic for a year, and our travel that we do is so incredible that in spite of a pandemic, I want to say this again, in spite of a pandemic, we had tons of rank advancements, and we have more people in our company today than we did 12 months ago. And that's after going through a pandemic. Yeah, our travel is that freaking incredible. Now, the fact that 50 million people have already been vaccinated, another 100 million are supposed to get vaccinated in the next 2 months. You're going to have the majority of the United States vaccinated by summer. You've got a travel boom that is about to happen. Okay, not if, not maybe. There is a travel boom because you can't lock people down for 16, 17 months. So you can't go anywhere. You can't see anybody. You can't get on a boat with a goat. Can't get on a plane or a train, right? You can't do any of that. And then suddenly expect them the moment they get to do it, you open the doors and say, you are now free to go see anyone you want, and not expect it to be like just, try good luck getting into a hotel. It's going to feel like the 4th of July, whatever holiday you can think of. Everywhere you go, it's going to be packed. And so there's a travel boom coming, and we're going to show you our travel tonight. Second, there's a home business explosion, and that was happening, meaning the home business industry, the network marketing industry. This was a $1 trillion trend even before COVID-19 hit. Okay. Even before a couple billion people started Googling, Siri, how do I make some money from home? Okay. Even before that happened. Okay. This was already exploding. And then finally, we are going into the cryptocurrency markets and the foreign exchange markets and showing people how to trade, showing people how to make money right off their mobile phone. You could be sitting on any beach. You never talk to anybody. You could be a hermit, right? You could have halitosis, right? It doesn't matter. You could hate people. That's fine. Because we're going to show you how to make money right on your mobile phone. Never have to talk to anybody. Again, you're going to hear from Kyle tonight. Made $500 today. You're going to, I made over, my wife and I made over 2,000 yesterday. I'm positive it's over $2,000 for the day. I got to peak when I was running. I'm like, oh yeah, hey baby, but I've not done the math yet. And so anyway, great things are happening with the trading, with the company. And so we're going to show all that to you. Now, let me kind of jump into the dirty details here. When you look at the foreign exchange market, this is actually a travel related industry. It's something most of you have done previously. By the way, I feel like I just lost sound. Hold on.
Todd, we hear you. We hear you, Todd. Todd.
There we go. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we hear you. Yeah,
okay.
We heard you the whole time.
Yeah, well, it went out of my ear. I'm not sure why the sound went out of my ear. And I'm like, okay, I can't hear myself anymore. And so I thought maybe I lost you guys there. So, all right. So we're talking about the foreign exchange market, something most people have already done. If you've ever traveled to another country and traded in your money for the currency of that particular country, that's foreign exchange. Most of us have done it. We just didn't know that we could profit from it. And this is, when you look at the foreign exchange market, it's the single largest financial market in the world. And they trade this stuff 24 hours a day, 5 days a week. And it happens to be 20 times the size of the United States stock market. And I want to say that one more time. It's not twice the size of the United States stock market. It's not 5 times the size. It's not 10 times the size or even 15. It is 20 times the size as Wall Street.
New York Stock Exchange, American Stock Exchange, and the NASDAQ combined. It is massive. And that surprises a lot of people. Like, man, how is this thing so big, so lucrative, and I know so little about it? And that is because up until a handful of years ago, unless you were a bank, unless you were an institution, unless you were a accredited investor, meaning a millionaire, you were not allowed to participate. Today, if you have a mobile phone and a $100 bill, you can trade in the single largest financial market in the world. Now, the question is, how do I profit? How do I profit from that? By the way, we're also getting into the cryptocurrency as well. That's a completely different market, but every day they're giving out signals. And any one of you that picked up on the Bitcoin signal, the Ethereum signal they put out yesterday, I mean, you absolutely cha-ching, cashed in bigger than life, okay? And so again, major things they're doing every day, putting out, people are making a ton of money. All you got to be able to do is, sign up to the subscription. They send out the signal, hey, buy it at this price, sell it at this price, do what they tell you to do. And it's like auto magic, right? And so incredible things are happening there. Now, when it comes to the foreign exchange, by the way, this is the back office you're going to receive if you subscribe to this particular service. Back here, you can see that they're going to teach you everything you need to know about this particular market. I mean, even if you know nothing, I don't even know how to spell foreign exchange. I don't know how to spell cryptocurrency. What is a Bitcoin, right? Back here, they're going to teach you, again, they got all the videos back here to take you from ABC 1, 2, 3, all the way to PhD. And by the way, we have it in English, Spanish, and French. Back here, they've got an FAQ, a searchable FAQ library they keep adding to every day. Back here, they have all of the recorded sessions. They do the daily market analysis. Every day they do live trading, twice a day in English, once a day in French and Spanish. And you can ask questions and interact with the pro trader. You could say, hey, why should I be buying Bitcoin right now? I mean, why are you convinced of that? They'll show you the market and the whole 9 yards and show you what they did yesterday. I mean, you can ask any question you want. Every day, they're going to send out the trade ideas right to your mobile phone. I mean, so all you got to do is wake up and it goes ding, 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 ding. You ought to be buying some Bitcoin today at this price and sell it at this price. Okay. Literally, right? I mean, they're giving you the answers to the test. I learned that trick in the 7th grade. When I sat next to the kid that got straight A's, I didn't argue, hey, why'd you put A on number 3? I got B. I just like, okay, you got A, looks good to me. And so, he's the straight A student, right? So if you do what the pros do, you'll get the result the pros get. Now, this is, by the way, not just for the crypto, or not just for the foreign exchange market, but also for the cryptocurrency markets. And there's just massive things happening in that space. And I'll just give you one little thing, by the way, because it just blows me away. Prior to the company launching our service, if you wanted access to this kind of information, my wife and I had to pay a guy $400 per month. Now, we didn't get live trading sessions. We didn't get an FAQ. We didn't get a back office. We didn't have recorded videos. We didn't have English, Spanish, and French. Okay. We didn't get daily market analysis. We didn't get the foreign exchange market. We only got cryptocurrency tips. That was it. And that cost $400 a month. Our service, which you're going to see in a moment, is a fraction of that price. Okay. So get excited. But for $400, why do we pay this guy $400 a month? Because if you get professional information, if you get professional tips, it can make a big time difference. So my wife and I were told, hey, go buy this coin Theta. I didn't argue with the guy. He's the pro, right? Well, why that coin? Why not this? Whose side are you on? And so he said, go buy the coin. So we did. And so, gave us some background. Obviously, it was a credible company, what they were doing, that kind of thing, right? And so we bought about $8,000 of that coin. Well, our balance on that particular coin was $10,000 in August, right? So you got to go back, right? August, September, October, November, December, January, February, okay? So we're going back 7 months ago, our balance was $10,000. And of course, I looked at it today and it just dropped from 213, but it's, $209,000 right now. I don't know if you guys can see that or not, because I can't see myself on the screen anymore, but I think you guys can see it. Got to get in close and got to back out, right? Again, it's like $10,000 to $210,000 in 7 months. Are you kidding me? Well, the same thing's happening for other people now, right? They're getting the pro tips, the advice, how to trade, what to do, right? And I'm showing that to you. Again, because this stuff can be life transformative. Okay. It's just incredible what's happening. And so I'm just kind of like trying to harp and kind of make that little extra emphasis. This is not something you want to ignore. This is something you want to pay attention to. Now, again, we give you everything you need to get started with our company. The Forex product we sell, there's companies out there charging $400 a month. My wife and I paid a guy $400 a month for a fraction of what we just told you about. There's companies out there charging $365 a month, $280 a month, $180 a month, $150 a month, $140 a month. We are $99 per month. There's nobody who gives you what we give you for the price we give it to you at. And by the way, if you tell 3 other people, you get the whole thing free. We'll cover that in a few moments. Now, I want to get on to the bread and butter of our company, which is the travel. This is what made our company big. This is how we got to the 63 countries and got the beautiful home office and paid out the millions in commissions. And this is the stuff, by the way, not that making all the money that we're doing now isn't exciting, but I mean, obviously, when you have the money, what do you want to do? Travel, right? This is the stuff that it means, the stuff of passion, the stuff of dreams for people all around the world. And there's 3 things that we do better than any other company on the planet. Okay, we show people how to save big time money on travel, like up to 70% off. We show people how they can travel for free. Okay, now that's huge. I mean, if you knew nothing else about our company, you can join and save 70% on travel, tell 3 other people, earn free travel. And for millions of people, I don't need to know anything else. You had me at free travel, right? The tons and millions of moms and dads. If you went no further than that, then telling me I can get 3 to 4 vacations per year that cost me virtually nothing. And I can take my kids and make all kinds of dreams come true. And we can go to Disney and we can go to, the water park, and we can go to the Canary Islands, and we can go to Punta Cana, and we can go to Dubai, and we can go to Hawaii, and we can go to Key West, and we can go to Las Vegas, Nevada, and stay at the Wynn. And the rooms there go for $600 a night. And I'm in there for $66 a night. Okay. And again, then I could tell 3 and get the whole thing free, right? I mean, so again, showing people how to travel for free was huge. And then you're going to find out that it starts to spread. And then it turns into a business where now you're getting paid to travel. I mean, you're not just doing it because it's free. It's like, hey, they keep writing me a big check, I might as well go travel. So again, we're going to get into the details. Now, I just want to cover some things. If you didn't know this, travel happens to be the single largest industry on the planet. Here's the proof. Look at a list of the top 10 internet companies in the world. And you'll see that not one of them, but in fact, 2 of them are travel companies. Now, why is that? Well, because they have a monopoly. If you've ever gone to search on a travel site, you probably did what a lot of people did. You go to Expedia, you check their price. You think, I'm going to double check. I want to go over to Orbitz, and you're over there doing all the data entry, right? I mean, you're searching all the rooms and all the options, and what about this and what about that? Then you're going back and you're checking the other place, right? And then you go over to hotels.com. Then you go to Trivago, then you go to Travelocity, then you go to Cheap Tickets and Hotwire, right? You're going all these different places. And you're doing all this data entry, and you're doing all this comparison. And you got hours invested in this, right? Try to make sure that your family gets a good deal. Not knowing that the entire time, the same damn company owned every single one of those sites. And when people learn that, it's like, they just like, you got to be freaking kidding me. I mean, at some level, I hope that ticks you off, because not only is it, you're making me think I'm price shopping when I'm not, but you're wasting my time. I'm over here spending hours doing this due diligence, thinking I'm price shopping, not knowing the entire time they're sitting back like going, I wonder who they're going to choose, because they're all the same, owned by the same company. Money's coming to the same place. We decided to bring in something different into the space. We wanted to bring in a different model. A model that could show people how they could get rid of all of the markup and travel for up to 70% off on activities, cruises, tours, hotels, shows, resorts, rental cars. I believe documentation beats conversation. So let me give you some head-to-head examples. So here's the Crystal Resort in Cancun, Mexico. It's all inclusive. If you went to Expedia and you said, hey, how much does it cost? They'd say $17.97. You go to our site, you say, how much does it cost? It says $11.48. Now, some of you like me, come on, Todd. Come on, Expedia is a big company. There's no way you guys are getting a better rate than Expedia. You're right. We're not getting a better rate. The rate is $11.48. That is the rate. They chose to mark it up to $17.97. They did that arbitrarily. It's one thing if, well, they got to make money, right? Well, sure, okay, they can mark it up $10, $20, but to mark it up $100 a night, people save up all year to take these trips, and you find out some internet sites try to cash in on your dreams. And so again, I hope at some level that ticks you off. Here's the Paradise Point Hotel in San Diego. 3 nights, okay? 3 nights. Now this is with us versus Priceline. Now, some of you might be thinking, okay, hey, come on, they got the Priceline negotiator, Captain Kirk, beam me up, Scotty, he wouldn't do me wrong. And you can see that their price is $13.07. Our price is $665. So that means you just saved $641. So let me break out my calculator here. Take 641 divided by 3. That's $213 per night. Again, it's not like Captain Kirk marked it up $10, $20. They got to make a profit, right? We understand that. They marked it up $213 a night so that Captain Kirk can get another mansion, get another, Bentley or whatever he's driving, get another Starship Enterprise, right? And so, I mean, again, I don't know about you, but my wife has got something better to do with $641 in San Diego than give it to Captain Kirk, okay? And so, again, we're showing people how to save big time money and travel. But I want you to realize, as exciting as what I showed you is, that is not the reason that our company's growing. That's not the reason that people are all excited about our company. It's what I'm about to show you. It's the vacation program we put together. We put together a program that can show anyone, anywhere, at any budget, how to have not one, but multiple dream vacations per year. And we have two different kinds of vacations. Number one, we have our getaways, where we have 2,000 resorts. We have them all over the world, Africa, Asia. You want to go to the Caribbean, you want to go to the Philippines, Fiji, you want to go to Brazil and stay at the largest water park in all of South America. You want to go to Vegas, Orlando, you want to go to Flagstaff, Phoenix, you want to go up to, the Twin Cities and be with, the 30,000 lakes in Minnesota. You want to go to Canada. Where do you want to go? Right. And so we've got them everywhere. And you can go there for 7 nights, 8 days for $0 starting 90 days from now. Now, how does that work? Well, for every dollar you spend, we're going to give you 2 travel points. Okay. And so if you're a platinum customer of ours in 90 days, you have accumulated enough points to go on a trip. Again, 90 days from today. Understand that 90 days from today is June 9th. Okay. It is travel season. Most people are going to be vaccinated 90 days from now. And everyone's going to be wanting to go somewhere. And a lot of people are like, oh man, I want to travel. Oh, I should have joined that travel thing back in March because then we could go for free. Okay. And so, by the way, do you think travel prices are going to go up this summer with everyone traveling and all of the hotels that have been empty for a while? You can shake your head, yes. Okay. But with us, the price is the price. You lock it in. Okay. You're locking in an incredible rate. We paid for it a long time ago. And so 90 days from today, if you want to go on a vacation, one of 2,000 resorts all over the world, I'm going to give you an example. Let's say you want to go down to Cabo San Lucas. This is an absolutely gorgeous place. In fact, I got my buddy coming on in a moment, Ryan Vanderpool. He was there just a year ago at this exact resort, Pueblo Bonito Resort at Sunset Beach. You can go there for 7 nights, 8 days for $0. It's right on the ocean, cost you nothing, nada, goose egg, zilch, cero dinero, translates in every language, right? And so again, absolutely incredible. Now, maybe you want to go to Orlando and maybe you don't want to get a free room. Okay. You don't want to get a free room. You want to get a full kitchen with pots, pans, dishwasher, toasters, blenders, washer, dryer, dining room, living room. You got a fireplace, flat screen TV, balcony overlooking some gorgeous vista. You got a separate bedroom. Sometimes it has a jacuzzi tub in it, right? So you want to step up and get a 1 bedroom. Now, these aren't free. No, you are not going to these for free. These are going to cost you $1 per night. You're going to have to step it up to the big time, right? And so it's going to cost you a whole $1 per night, $7 for the week, okay? And if you want to get a 2 bedroom, well, then you're going to have to pull out and you're going to have to spend about $8 a night, okay? It's going to start having, you're going to have to start pulling one of these out. So it's $8 a night for a 2 bedroom, 2 balcony, 2 bathroom, living room, dining room, full kitchen. You get the idea. And so again, all over the world, we have these kind of places. Now, we also have our world tours. And this year, we're going to be going to 4 world tours in Italy, 2 in Spain, 1 in France, 3 in the United States, 1 in Dubai, 2 in the Caribbean, and 1 in Mexico. Now, we're going to, by the way, the Palladium Costa del Sol. This is a place, by the way, in Spain. It includes 2 meals per day, by the way. It's going to be June 3rd to the 7th. It starts at $279. Now, again, that's including 2 meals a day, and that's including you and your significant other. This is for 2 people. And if you have little kids, they can come too. It doesn't cost anything extra. I mean, this entire trip, $279. I mean, that's unheard of. Now, my wife and I just booked this. We're actually taking our kids. We booked 2 rooms. We're bringing our adult daughter and her son and our 2 grandkids. We're going to go to Punta Cana. This is an all-inclusive resort, 5 days. It includes all the food, all the booze, all the fun, all the sunshine, right on the ocean. By the way, we have an oceanfront room. It's 2-story room, by the way. You can get the same thing. And it's total price for you your significant other, and you can bring two kids, your two little kids also. Total price is $299 flat. Ladies and gentlemen, you can't go to Burger King 3 times a day and you and your family for $299 for the next 5 days, right? I mean, it's unbelievable the kind of deals they put together for us. We're going to be going to Hawaii to a place that costs over $500 a night during the prime time. You're going to be in there for less than $100 per night. Well, how about going to Paris, France? Now, it was just a month ago we did Valentine's Day. A lot of you spent this amount of money buying a box of chocolates that's gone, a box of some flowers that are now dead, and maybe something else, right? And maybe some dinner, right? That that's long gone. Or you could, for the same money, take your significant other to Paris, France. Now, I can tell you that I took my wife to Paris, France about just a little bit right before the pandemic, about a year ago. Okay, I'm still cashing in on that trip. Okay, I mean, you take your significant other to Paris, France. It's the city of love, the city of romance. It's all the history, and I mean, it's absolutely incredible. I mean, that sticks around for a while. I mean, you could be, when they get, you didn't take the garbage out and they're mad at you. Just say, hey, remember that trip to Paris? Oh, that was so great. I mean, you could cash into that bad boy for a year. Okay, anyway, moving on. We got another all-inclusive in Sicily, $449, San Diego, $259. You get the idea. Now, if you combine the two ideas of what I'm sharing with you tonight, the idea of traveling for pennies, the idea of traveling for free, along with the idea of sitting there on the beach and making money right off your mobile phone. We call that becoming a travel trader. You are now a digital nomad. You're able to do what you want, when you want, with whom you want, because you want, anytime you want, on any beach you want. You can go anywhere in the world and make money 24 hours a day, 5 days a week in the foreign exchange markets and the cryptocurrency markets by building a team. And you can travel for pennies, like I just showed you. You can travel for free by getting 3 other people. I'm about to show that to you. And so again, we call that being a travel trader. Now, you don't have to become a travel trader. Some of you tonight might be saying, hey, you know what, Todd, I don't really care about the trading stuff, but man, that travel stuff, you're talking my language, right? We have small, medium, and best in that arena. So you can get our small package, $39 a month. You can get our medium package, it's $69 a month. Or you can get our best package, which is $125 a month. And oh, by the way, if you tell 3 people about it, you're earning more than you're spending. You're getting it for free, meaning I'm getting the 3 to 4 actual vacations per year for free, costing me nothing, because I told 3 other people about the platinum membership. They got a platinum membership. Now mine, again, is free because I'm earning more than I'm spending. Now, some of you might be saying, you know what, Todd, I love the idea of the travel, but I got to make some money. And so, hook me up on the $99 program first. And so some people come in for the trading first, right? And they start trading, making money, then they upgrade to the travel. And so they come in and they start trading for $99. By the way, if you tell 3 other people about that, you're now earning more than you're spending. And some people say, man, Todd, travel trader, that's my dream, to travel for pennies, to travel for free, to sit on whatever beach I want and make money 24/7 off my phone. That is the dream. Hook me up, make me a platinum travel trader today. Well, by the way, if you go tell 3 other people how to do the exact same thing, once again, you're earning more than you're spending. So you get the idea. And so to become a partner in our company, by the way, it is a one-time $49 fee. It includes your back office. It gives you your replicated website. It gives you, your ID number. You get access to the training. They do all the calculations for you, the welcome letters, yada, yada, yada. And then you can tap into our 10X compensation program. And we call this 10X because we literally pay out 10 times as much as a lot of other companies in our space. Now, I'm going to run through this pretty quickly because I want to get to our guests. As I already mentioned, when you tell 3, you're earning more than you're spending. But I'm going to assume for a moment you tell 4. You got 2 on the left, 2 on the right. And I'm going to assume that your 4 do the medium-sized travel package and they do the Forex service. They become a titanium travel trader. So they don't do the big travel package. They do the medium, and then they do the Forex with it. All right. So you bring on 4 people, 2 on the left, 2 on the right. You go out there. By the way, when you get 3 for the month of March, that should say March, because we had the same promotion last month. For this month, if you bring on 3, you get an extra $150, right? So I don't want to forget to mention that. So for all of you out there, you come on, you get 3 in addition to all the other bonuses I'm about to show you. You pick up this extra $150 bonus, which means that you've now earned more than you've ever spent. All right, now going back to, you have 2 on the left, 2 on the right. They bring on a couple people each. That gives you 5 on the left, 5 on the right. You are now earning $4 to $700 per month. Okay. If you can help those 5, get a couple of people each, you are now a 2-star director. You get a championship ring like you see on my finger or there in the lower right-hand corner of the screen. And you are now earning a minimum of $1,500 a month. And you could be earning as much as $2,500 a month. Let's just call it an average of a couple $1,000s per month. Okay. So you went out and you got 4, 2 on the left, 2 on the right. You're enjoying free vacations, right? You go out and you help get a few people on your left leg, few people on your right leg. You're making $400 to $700 a month. You help them get a couple people each. You're now making $2,000 per month. If you can go out and help one person in each leg get one of these rings, simply do what you just did. Okay. You are now car eligible. You can now get a Tesla, Range Rover, Mercedes, Lexus, or you can get a BMW. That's my wife. That's the car she went and got. That's her dream car. That is an i6 Grand Coupe BMW. She absolutely loves this car. I absolutely love this car payment because it costs nothing, nada. As a 3-star director, you're making $30,000 to $40,000 per year. How did you get here? I got 4, got some free vacations. I helped my 4 get 4. Okay. That gave me 10 on the left, 10 on the right. Okay. And it means I'm only a few people shy in each leg of making $2,000 per month. I then go out and help one person each leg do what I just did. I'm now driving my brand new BMW, my brand new Tesla, my brand new Mercedes, whatever your dream car is. If you can go out and help one more person each leg get their ring, you now become a 4-star director, making more money than 50% of the franchise owners in our country, by the way, making more money than the average American worker in our country, by the way. You're making $50,000 to $60,000 per year. And if you can go out and help just a couple more people get their ring, you're now an ambassador making in the 6-figure neighborhood. As your team continues to grow, so can your check. It takes you all the way to $3,200 a day, $96,000 per month, plus direct sales bonuses, leadership bonuses, vacation bonuses, car bonuses, ambassador pool bonuses for all the money you're making in the foreign exchange market. And let us not forget all the money that you are making in the cryptocurrency markets. In fact, by the way, since we've been on this call, remember that my balance was 209,000 a moment ago. It's 214,000. Since we've been on this call, my account went up from 209 to 214. Don't cry for me, Argentina. But that's not me. I don't even know what that is. I'm just following the advice of the experts, right? I'm willing to be coachable. I'm willing to say, hey, you know what? Clearly you guys know something I don't. I was willing to sign up for the service, right? And so again, obviously markets go up, markets go down. I can't guarantee you're going to do what we did or have the success we did. But I do know that a lot of people are having a heck of a lot of fun. And I tell you, the very first person I want to go to is a gentleman I've known since 1998. This guy's a proven winner. In fact, he was making over $80,000 per month in a company I met him in back in the 1990s. In fact, Daryl and Maria, they're a true power couple. They literally live in resorts and visit home. They went on something like 13 different 7-night, 8-day resort vacations, not to mention all their hotel stays. And that's been like in the last 7 or 8 months. They're always going somewhere, always having fun, making a multiple 6-figure income, watching their team blow up all over the world. And so Daryl Roberts, what I want to do real quick is just kind of have you kind of come on here and share with everybody kind of what's, kind of happened for you and Maria and what you see happening out there in the marketplace.
Yeah, well, guys, hey, I was out and about. I did not expect to be on here this evening. Then I start getting calls from team members and everybody's getting on. They're getting guests on. I want to give a shout out to Grace out there in the Philippines. I saw her name. She's here this evening. So I want to say, hey, Grace in the Philippines, Mr. Coach Wright, as I call him. It's got Grace, and Grace has about 4 or 5 people watching us from the Philippines right now. So a big shout out to Grace. I also got a big shout out to my buddy, Mr. Carl Nichols, former MLB catcher, played for the Houston Astros and also for the Baltimore Orioles that he's on. He just recently signed up in our company. Jeff Miner, I'm going to see if I can get Jeff Miner to come on. Jeff is a platinum member, but Todd, he's been checking out the presentations in the last week or so. And he said, Daryl, he just texted me, said tonight, he's already a platinum. He said, I'm upgrading to 4X. Todd's having too much fun and the company's having too much fun doing this. So after tonight, he's joining us. But if he does get a chance to get on tonight and hear about his amazing organization, COAGS, out there in Colorado, and what he does for veterans, truly unbelievable with what's going on out there. And I see my buddy Doc Holliday's on here. Doc just signed up top 2 Forex guys, our partners. I believe it was Kevin and Jack. I remember their names, Doc.
Yep.
Yeah, you were actually on one of those calls with us.
Yeah, absolutely.
And so they're in, just excited. Guys, again, after hearing this presentation, I mean, I just want to sign up all over again. If I wasn't signed up, I would sign up, because the travel deals are amazing. I'll put it this way. In 2020, we were at 11 different resorts, 8 days, 7 nights, different resorts, 11. Maria and I were in our bubble. Sometimes we had the kids with us as well, but it was unbelievable. And we stayed in about almost 60, just over 50, almost closer to 60 different hotel nights. So we always travel. You know, I'm in the San Francisco Bay Area right now, and I can't even watch my son play because of what's happening, but we're still right next to him, visiting him, getting the chance to spend some time with him, going out to dinner. And this company allows us to do that. Number one, the travel deals are spectacular. We're helping so many people that have never really traveled before, travel like never before. They're being able to stay at places that they wouldn't have even dreamt of staying at, but because of the prices, the net rates, because of the 2,000 plus resorts, because of the world tours, people are just blown away and taking advantage of that. And Todd, the 4X, you know, what can you say about that? It's a skill set that anyone can actually learn. And again, if you can just follow the yellow brick road, you know, you're going to have some success, because again, you're following the advice from people that are successful, and this is what they all already do. So I couldn't be any more excited about this and what's happening in the organization. Have a team literally all over the world, and you know, Carl Nichols and he's going to actually be on our show, hopefully one way or another. He's going to be on our show on Thursday. But I mean, when you hear who this guy is and his background and how he's helping kids, he was one of the very first, what I call prominent guys to really touch Aaron. He and his brother Sam, to kind of help Aaron kind of get going. This is when Aaron was just 12 years of age, just a little, you know, baby, just getting going. And Carl took the time at the Youth Academy out there in Southern California in Compton to spend some quality time with Aaron, kind of help set Aaron on his way. So, you know, we're going to talk about that on Thursday as well. But Todd, I can't say enough about this company. The timing is right. If you've ever been praying for financial blessing or being in the right place at the right time, this is it. If I equate it to being like with Microsoft before anybody knew about Windows, or being involved with McDonald's before anyone even knew what a Big Mac actually was. You're at that spot right now. And unfortunately, some of you won't understand that until 5 years from now. You look back and say, man, I'm glad I decided to get involved with that company. Or you're going to hear about it and say, man, I was there and it was easy to get started. The worst case scenario, I had these amazing vacations. I could have earned or learned some information, a skill set that could, you know, build a financial fence around my home that nothing can penetrate. So the decision today is yours. If you see the vision, get back with the person and get started. But back over to you. I know you got some other people. Jeff, if you can get on, let me know. But we got my partner Ryan from back in the day. He was rocking it out last night. If you can't tell, I'm excited what's happening locally, nationally, internationally, and we're just getting started.
You know, I want to pick up on something you said, Daryl, because it went by pretty quick. And I was actually telling someone about it the other day. And so I want everyone to realize that Daryl lives in Las Vegas, Nevada. Okay. His son's playing college baseball for Cal Berkeley, right? You know, Pac-12 baseball, playing USC, UCLA. But they're not letting any of the parents go to the game. They cannot go to the game. So, but Daryl's in the Bay Area anyway. Okay. And so I had someone say, well, why is he in the Bay Area? He can't go to the games. And I gave the best answer there ever was, because he can't. Because he can't. Because he has that option, right? Because his team's blowing up, his income's blowing up. He's on one of them crazy deals. He's in there for pennies on the dollar. He's staying in a place he stayed. Were you at a Marriott?
We were at the Marriott in Walnut Creek, and
Okay.
that place, that was one of the places we're in for 4 days. It was $380 a night, but because of the travel deals and special travel agents, the scenario, it was $86 a night. And right now it's like 380 bucks. Unbelievable.
It's just, I'm laughing, right? Because I mean, you're in this room that costs almost $400 a night. You're in there for $80 a night. You're in there for less than people paying at the Motel 6 down the street where they're stealing your towel. And you're sitting back watching your team blow up, watching your son. You obviously, you don't get to see him play baseball, but getting to tune into the whole thing. It's just absolutely incredible. So, hey, by the way, you mentioned something too about Jeff. He said, I could tell Todd's having fun and with obviously the trading, all that kind of stuff, right? And you're right. That's actually what got my buddy Ryan here. He's like, he started like, hey, hold on. Whoa. You guys are having way too much fun. He was hearing, Dave and I going back and forth. Like, he's like, you guys are just cashing in over there. I mean, how do I get a piece of this action? So that kind of brought him out of retirement. And so he's getting fired up, getting ready to run. So Ryan, some of your thoughts. We'll get you on mute. Give you a second to unmute there.
I am unmuted. Unbelievable. I'm on Coinbase all day long watching these investments and everything roll. You know what? Number one, Daryl, you look fantastic, bro. You look absolutely amazing, my friend. Congrats.
Well, thank you very much. You as well.
Yeah, we've come a lot. We've had to get our acts together a little bit, haven't we? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So I appreciate it, but what a great moment. I mean, all three of us back together. How long has it been? 22 years, probably somewhere around there. So yeah, I don't even know how to explain it other than timing is everything. And we talk about that all the time with our teams where we talk about, listen, there's moments where people are going to say no, and the timing's not right for them. I told the story last night, it's been 8-9 years. I've been really busy doing other things in my life. Didn't mean I didn't love networking. It didn't mean I didn't want to get back and be with the people that I love, but I was helping someone else do some things and I was kind of on another destiny. But to be back here today with this company and the energy and the products, and I got to tell you what, Daryl, because the fact I'm at where I'm at in my life, knock on wood, but nobody says no. Nobody says no, so it's been incredible. I tell them, hey, you want to be a part of an exclusive group? I mean, do you like traveling? You understand that the moments in the marketplace for travel are going to be crazy, as well as they've got some stuff going on right now as far as trading goes, cryptocurrency, foreign exchange. Now, these are people I know. I would never do that to someone I didn't know, but I know them well enough that I've got enough credibility to have that conversation with them. But usually I just let them know, hey, you want to be a part of an exclusive club? And then we go from there. So it's been amazing. Some great friends of ours, by the way, have joined from our past ventures. So you're going to get to hear about them. You're going to get to know their names. I'm going to bring everybody out of retirement. We're just going to go rock it. So I'm excited. Toddy, I can't tell you how. Yeah,
it brings up a point. I want to point this out because we kind of brought you on here pretty quickly. I mean, so Ryan, you've obviously been crushing it in a completely different industry. You don't have to get involved with this company. I mean, because you're crushing over there. You're making huge money. You're living in your dream home, and I mean, you're on a rocket ship, and life is great, and money is great. But yet you said, man, you know what? I don't want to miss this party. It's too big. I'm going to kind of take some of my energy away from that over there, and I'm going to come over here and start playing in this sandbox and this pond over here. And so, I mean, obviously, you're a guy that doesn't need this, but you're here. Why? What do you see?
Well, two things. Number one, people who make a lot of money for a reason. Entrepreneurs understand that multiple streams of income are what it's all about. When I look at this group, I look at the synergy, I look at the product, because there's two things that got to happen with a company like this. Number one, you've got to have a great product, you've got to have great leadership, and you got to be able to pay the field on time. Because the people they're going to go build are going to want to make sure that they're compensated well. David Hart has put the perfect company together for all of that. The only other thing you're looking for in a situation like this is what we call lightning in a bottle. Daryl, we've hit lightning in a bottle in our lifetimes. Todd, we've been a part of lightning in a bottle, and it doesn't happen very often. But there's that magical moment when the stars align, the right people align, the product and the company all align. And that moment is right now. And if you're not a part of this, I mean, you just don't get it. And that's fine. If you don't get it, you don't get it. but there's too many people out there, especially after what's happened in this world over the last year, that are looking for not only a way out, but they now realize that that job that I had, that I thought was my future and I was going to be fine, okay with, now they realize that that's not enough. So now we're at that perfect moment in this world where people are like, you got an opportunity? Tell me more. You got something going on? Tell me more. Oh yeah, by the way, what's going to happen to the travel industry over the next 30, 60, 90, 120 days is more and more countries start to open up, right? Okay, so now we're a part of a company that already has travel down. Guys, without the pandemic, who knows where who knows where Trevorium would be? I'm sorry, you guys.
We know we have lacked the animal factor on this Zoom. I've been doing
Right.
this Zoom for a long time, and we've lacked
Toby.
the animal factor. So that's pretty cool.
Last night it was Butters, tonight it's Toby. So anyways,
people will know this is real or stage. They now know.
It is what it is. He's down here right now. But anyways, yeah. So we know where travel is, and then we talk about trading. Now you guys have brought trading to the table as well, where anybody can be a part of Forex, which is a part of travel, different countries, and they give you other advice as well, like cryptocurrency. Get out of here, you guys. Get the heck out of here. I mean, this is the moment, Daryl. This is the moment, my friend. I mean, if you can't see the grin on my face, I mean, it's just that moment. So I'm thankful that you and Dave and the leadership have found a place for me to at least hang out with you and bring some of my excitement, my energy, everybody else who's on the Zoom call tonight. I'm just thankful to be here. I really, really am. And I can't wait to see what the next 12, 24, 36 months lead for us as we travel the world and imagine where we're going to be putting our feet in the sand, all of us celebrating a great trip, our family and our friends, and helping people change their lives. That's what all of this, forget the money, forget everything else. A statement that we learned long ago, people don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. Well, we're going to show people how much we care, and we're going to celebrate with them, celebrate their lives, their family, and their legacies. So guys, thank you for letting me be a part of this. Thank you for letting me be a part of this company. And the future is, I mean, gosh, only knows. Thank you.
Yeah,
Todd.
incredible, Ryan. And one thing I want to say about Ryan and both Daryl is that, when you're young, I'm going to got to do a football analogy. When you're young, you're just happy to be on the team, right? But once you've been around for a lot of years and you've won some championships, and Ryan, you got like seven of these rings, right?
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Ryan's collected 7 different championship rings over his career. You start to, it sounds like Tom Brady, right? Yeah. So we'll go the Tom Brady direction. You start to recognize what a championship team looks like. And so obviously when Tom Brady left the New England Patriots, I mean, he wasn't just looking for any situation. He was looking for a situation where he knew that they got a winning situation here where, I mean, it's about to take off. And he went in there and sure enough, they won a Super Bowl because he recognized what that looks like. And so when you see Ryan grinning, he's grinning because he knows what's about to happen, right? Some of you may not know what's about to happen. Tom Brady knew it was about to happen, right? A lot of the guys on the team like, man, Tom thinks we're going to win the Super Bowl. Trust me, he's been here before. He knows what that looks like, right? And so it makes a difference.
It's funny you're saying that, Todd, because when Tom Brady ended up going where he went, the first thing he looks around and he's like, hey, listen, if we're going to go do this thing, I got to bring Gronkowski. I got to have Gronkowski on the team, right? We got to bring Gronkowski out of retirement. Well, I look at Darryl Roberts. I mean, are you kidding me? We got Gronkowski on the team right now. We need a little bit of defense. I need a little speed in the back end of that thing. And we got Kyle, right? We got Kyle here. So you ready to tackle a couple of guys on the back end of this thing? then I look around. I need some wide receivers. Well, I know I got a Mamuto out there, so she can catch the football for me for sure. And on the other end of it, I got another defender over there with Tanya.
Tanya.
Yeah. So we got a team right here, and there are all kinds of other players that want to come play on our team to go win a Super Bowl. So that's what we're doing. And tonight we're just loading up for the Super Bowl. We got the whole season to play, and then we're going to celebrate as we win that Super Bowl.
Amen. Amen. Hey, Tanya, by the way, I know that you've been on back-to-back Zooms because you had a Zoom at 5:30 with Pastor D and you had a bunch of guests and you came on here. and you just been on absolute fire. So I want to kind of go to you real quick and have you share kind of what's been happening for you.
Wow. Well, first of all, thank you so much, Todd, for asking me to come on. I just been really busy and really enjoying this journey. Like, it's a real humbling situation for me because I'm now on the winning team. And I'm one of them. I'm the one that, I don't know if you guys know the book of Job out there, but I'm like the female version of Job. I just came back from Cleveland, burying my mom. Just crazy, just accident. She had a heart attack and fell down the steps and broke her neck. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just, and this woman is not my birth mother, but when I was having issues with my birth mother, this woman loved me unconditionally. And so I can't just say she's not my mom, she's my mom. And this whole time I wanted to just shut down because it was like, I just released my first book. I mean, it's really amazing. It's been a roller coaster. I released the book and was, so excited about that because, all the naysayers said that and told me I couldn't do it. And here I am now, a published author, and then the accident with my mom. So it really like set me back down. And I don't know if you can see behind me, but that's my son. 3 years ago, I buried him. You know what I'm saying? It's just crazy. If you read the book of Job, you can relate to my situation. And all I know is if I stick and stay, at the end of Job's story, what happened? He got everything 70 times 70 fold, you know what I'm saying? So it's an experience. It's a wow experience. And I'm just glad to be a part of it. I don't even know, like, I think I signed up 3 partners during my mom's, homegoing celebration. I signed up, my son, signed up. I got a platinum travel and 2 Forex traders. So it's like favor is falling everywhere. And I'm just so humbled because being a servant, in order to be served, you have to be a servant first. And my passion is helping people do better, get better, no matter what. So I just love this company. It's enabling me to do the things that I like. Before, I would have had to pay an arm and leg to, get back to Cleveland because I'm in North Carolina, so that was like an unexpected thing. And with Travorium, it's not just the business. You guys are my family. The outpour of support that I receive from you guys, I'm going to try not to get emotional, but it is what it is, and I just want to thank y'all because every time I got low and I signed somebody up, I reached out to Todd, and I'm telling you, thank you, Todd, man. Todd was right there for me. You know what I'm saying? I'm on the freeway with my son riding on the road. Shout out to Pastor Mel. Pastor Mel did my confirmation calls for me. I lined them up, he knocked them down, and it's just, favor is just falling all over the place. So I'm going to give it back to you, but God is truly in this business. So tomorrow's not promised. So if y'all on the fence, get in where y'all fit in, because either way it goes, life is going to continue to happen. I'm going to continue to build regardless if anybody want to ride with me. But it's even fun when I can take the people I love with me. But that's where I'm at. So thank you so much for having me tonight.
Todd, thank you for coming on and sharing your story. And I want to bring you on a training call in the future too, because I'm sure there's, when people hear that story of like obviously having to bury your son and then you're writing a book and then having to bury your mom, and in the midst of all of that, you keep building the business. You
got to keep
going out there and succeeding. And so, and other people would just, okay, hey, look, naturally this happened. So clearly I can't build a business. I can't do this. I can't do that. And if you've not heard Dave Hart's story, Dave Hart had a similar situation. He had started this company. His wife had given birth to twins. The twins were in incubators. They weren't sure if they were going to make it. Adela ended up having an aneurysm. You know, his wife was in another room. They weren't sure she was going to make it. And then all these things were happening, and he was trying to build a business, and he just kept going forward at the same time, right?
God.
And I just think it's such an amazing, amazing story. So we love you, Tanya.
Love you
Congratulations.
guys too.
So sorry about your mom, but you're right. Many of you
She's
have
still here. We all got an expiration date. You know what I'm saying? Understand that everyone has the expiration date. So I will definitely see all of my loved ones again. But they're watching me. They're really watching me now. So I have to make sure that before I go, my assignment is completed.
Yeah, in fact, Mahmoud, I know that for you, obviously, that was a big part of why you got started in travel. Is something, was out of a tragic moment in your life.
Yeah, my husband died 14 years ago in a car accident. And Tanya, just like to say, I'm really sorry about your mum. Yeah, I've done a lot of traveling with my children, Disney World and all that lot, but I've spent a fortune, and this company will save me a fortune. And there's this family here that is supportive. Like Tanya just said, you're all there supporting everybody. We all support each other. And it's made a big difference to my mental health, to my emotional well-being. These last 2 years has been the best 2 years since my husband's death. So I can't thank you all enough. It is the best place to be. It's uplifting. That's the only word I can say. It's uplifting. Everybody is so positive, and everything we do is filled with happiness and joy, and that's what we need in life. So thank you.
And Kyle, I know that you're somebody, by the way, that I heard you make the comment, I think a couple of weeks ago, that your family here at Trevorium is actually closer than your family in real life.
Yeah. I'm in Las Vegas and was born and raised here, and the immediate family, we're all here. But the last 2 years, I've been with the company for 4 years, but the last 2 years, I did the majority of my travels. And they can't go, and they can't do this, and they can't do that, and that's okay. I even went by myself and made friends on the way. But I actually, like everybody's bringing up stories. I met Kayla about 2 years ago. We had an event at the M, and she reminded me of my sister in some ways. And it's sort of funny because 2-3 months later, my sister passed. I went on trips earlier, and Mamuda and I, we've been talking back and forth, I guess, about a year. And when I went to Tahiti Village, she was talking about going there. So I was sending her pictures of the place and telling her where to go and what to do. And I was born and raised here, so I was giving her some tips she probably wouldn't have known about. Todd, you as well. When I first met you was when I first got into the company. And you greeted me like you knew me forever. And I really do feel blessed about that. So, I mean, Daryl too. Daryl and his wife, we were at Lexus Park. That's when I met Daryl and Maria. So, I mean, and Vanderpool too. I met you. I believe I met you a couple of times. I think you went to the M as well. So yeah, everybody, we're like a family here. So if the immediate family doesn't want to step in, no love lost. There's enough love in this place. That's okay.
Yeah, boy, you
God
and
bless everybody. I haven't met Tanya face to face, but I'm sure I'm going to. So we're all family.
Yeah, you and Ryan have another connection to Hollywood, by the way.
Oh yeah, Hollywood.
Kyle signed up through Desiree, who was sponsored by Hollywood, and Ryan was Hollywood's longest, dearest friend.
Yeah, Desiree's coming back
too. Have a connection you don't even know about.
Yeah, Desiree's coming back. She talked to me today about it.
Yeah.
So my sponsor's coming back because she saw what I was doing with the 4X side. So yeah, 4X, I am making over 100 a day. My trades, the trades that I got, the most I've made in a day so far was 800, but it could have been 2,000 if I listened and went in at the right time and didn't jump out early. So, they said, take your profits. I took my profits, then I look and say, oh my God, it went higher. So yeah, blessed and breathing. And this place, I love this place. The last 14 months has been the majority of my trips. I've gone to Ensenada, Catalina Island, Orlando, Florida. I live in Las Vegas. I did 4 staycations here. I'm debating on using points, but I want to save them up for Punta Cana.
Oh yeah, world tours, Kyle. World tours, you got to come, man.
Oh yes, I'm good to go.
Hey, well, quick question.
We're down for Punta Cana.
Kyle, a quick question. You really didn't know anything about Forex until we brought the Forex out. What advice would you give a new person that says, well, wait a minute, I want to do it. I see the value of it. What advice would you give them? And how long did it take you to get it up and going and to get comfortable with figuring things out?
Yeah, it takes a while, but my number one advice is, number one, get in, get going, even though you don't know what you're doing, and be coachable, right?
And trust him.
You guys heard Kyle. He could have made 2,000 today. And I keep trying to tell people how stupid it is. And I'm just glad this happened here, because I showed you guys all my account when we got on. It was 209,000, right? Since we've been sitting here. It went from 209 to 222,000 since we've been on this Zoom.
Yeah.
Love it.
It starts to feel like a video game machine over here, right? You're just hitting refresh, and looking for a high score. And my buddy Ryan's like, hey, hook me up about some of this action, right? Let's go show countless people how they can travel for pennies, how they can travel for free, how they can start trading. Kyle is making over $100 a day. Kyle, I'm so proud of you. He could have made 2,000 today, right? But I get it. You're like a little jittery, and you pull it out, right? You're like, whoa, I'm going to take my money and run, right? It's just, but as you get more and more comfortable, you're like, hey, now I'm going to sit back and let it ride, right? You just kind of got to get in there and start messing it up, right? It's like you can only read a book on how to swim for so long, and eventually you got to jump in the pool and start flailing your arms.
It's literally like a school, in the fact that we can trade with the demo account. Like, I've been playing around in it too, and I made a couple bucks too. So I'm not affluent because I'm still kind of little scared. But hey, I'm getting out of that fear. But it's really fun learning it, and it's I didn't know anything about it, so the videos really help, because you can always go back to it and step by step. You just can't mess it up.
And by the way, I know that everyone here that's on here, so of course Mahmoud is in the UK, and everyone else is here in the United States. And so Kyle's making 100 a day, right? Which is incredible, because he just got started. Give him a little time. He's going to be like your buddy Chris Coleman, Daryl. And I got to meet Chris through Daryl. He's a guy that's tried all kinds of things, tons of things, to try to make money. And most of those things, for whatever reason, just didn't really work for Chris. He's a professional musician. He got started with the Forex marketplace, 12 months ago. And he's taken his account from $0 to $100,900 in 12 months. Kyle, you're going to have that same story 12 months from now or 24 months. If you keep doing it, right, you're going to have that same kind of a story. Now, even today, it's 100 a day, right, that you're doing. Which, in the United States, that's incredible. That's like $3,000 a month. Who wants an extra $3,000 a month? Everybody. Would that be life-changing for most families in the United States? Absolutely. But now I want you to think beyond the United States. What does that mean to people in Jamaica, the Caribbean, the Solomon Islands, and Madagascar? I had a guy today call me out of Zimbabwe today, and he was kind of in really, I don't want to get into the details or anything else, but he was in a bad place. And around the world. We can now teach people at every nook and cranny how to travel for less, travel for free, how to make money right off their mobile phone. And I just keep saying, I want to say it again, that's the new skill set. There was a time, if you knew how to put shoes, horseshoes on a horse, that was the skill set. I'm a blacksmith. I know how to do, steel iron, and there was another time if you knew how to grow food, pretty important, or you would starve. Today, they just drop it off on the front doorstep, right? And there was a time if you went to college and you had that golden piece of paper, right? You were in like Flint. For my father and his generation, that was the ticket to the promised land. But ask any kid today, that's not the ticket to the promised land. And today, knowing how to make money on your mobile phone 24/7 anywhere in the world, knowing how to network and build a team, knowing how to be an entrepreneur and create residual income, that's the new skill. Yeah, Daryl. You're on mute. You're still on mute. You're on mute. There we go.
Hey, Todd, for you, got a question from my partner, Jeff. Do we all get the same tips every day, and do members talk with each other to win? for you, Todd?
Yes, we all get the exact same signals every single day that come out. And obviously, yes, I mean, obviously you start talking to each other and what about this and what about that? We can obviously set up like a Facebook group where we can kind of, commit. So you can talk to the trader live. Tomorrow night, he can come on. We have our Zoom call with the Forex people tomorrow night. Tanya, if you're making money in the Forex arena, would love to get you on that call and get your story. Because what's happening is, and it's no different than what we went through in travel. Back when we first started the free trip incentive, it's like we were begging anyone to take a trip. I know you remember that, Kyle. I mean, it just came out. No one had ever been. And it's like, you thought we were handing out root canals. It's like, guys, it's a free trip incentive. We got them all over the United States, Mexico. I mean, you can go to Vegas and Orlando and Gatlinburg, and we got them in Spain. And what was the other one? Bali, right? And so it's like, man, it's a free trip. And we thought everyone would like book it, right? Nobody booked it. It's like, we were like begging, come on, please go. And we finally one went, and then finally another, right? And then it was like, listen to popcorn pop, right? It started so slow, like pop, and like you were waiting for a while, then pop. And then after a while, it was like pop, 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 pop. Now people are traveling and crisscrossing. Everyone knows that it's great because you have all the stories. Well, now we're kind of going through that with the Forex and the crypto again. And so, Tanya, I want to get you on again tomorrow night, if you don't mind.
Not a problem.
Because the more people get to hear about other people, like, they're hearing Kyle's story, and then they're hearing Shen's story, and they're hearing Lawrence's story, and they're hearing this story and that story, and now Ryan's story and John's story. And before long, it's like, man, I mean, maybe I need to look into this trading thing. And then
Yes.
their own story. And then it's like, now it's like pop, 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 pop. And so we're just kind of beginning that process. And all of you guys are here at the beginning. So, hey, by the way, guys, this has been an absolutely amazing call. I'm so glad we have it on Facebook. I only apologize. We're an hour and 9 minutes in. I know that's probably longer than maybe some people can endure. But, for many of you out there that watch us on the replay, hopefully you make it this long into it because it's just incredible stuff to hear from an all-star panel like this. So we'll just have to tell people, just fast forward to the panel. Kind of bypass the guy in the green shirt, just get to the good stuff, right? Get to the guy with the hat on backwards. From there on, it's freaking golden.
You're awesome, Todd.
No, you are, Tanya. And so our heart's with you, Tanya. We'll be back tomorrow night, 6 o'clock California, 9 o'clock on the East Coast, 2 a.m. By the way, it is now 3:10 a.m. for Mahmuda. And so 3:10 in the morning, she's got her makeup on, she's dressed, but my money says she's got pajamas on the bottom half.
Hey, Todd, what time is it in the Philippines? I wonder what time is it in the Philippines, because we still have Grace on here from the Philippines, and I know it's got to be late.
Yeah, let's go pull up the world clock. Let's go pull up the world clock and give them a little love here. Pull up the world clock. Hold on. I should know the Philippines time by now, but here we go. Philippines.
3 a.m., 4.
4 a.m.
5 a.m.
Talk about loyalty and dedication there.
No, it's 11 a.m., but it's tomorrow. So they're getting ready to have lunch on Wednesday, right? Lunch on Wednesday, and we're obviously in California, 7-Eleven, right? It's, we're just getting ready to have dinner. On the East Coast, they're getting ready to watch the news. On the UK, they're getting ready to stumble home from the bars.
Bars aren't open, unfortunately.
Yeah, I know. I was just trying to include the UK. I mean, because most people are asleep, Mahmuda.
They're asleep.
And the ones that are awake are probably.
Hey, everybody give a shout out. Everybody give a shout out to Jeff Miner. He's actually enrolling for the right now as we speak, and he's going to be on Thursday with guests for the travel side and the Forex side this Thursday. Shout out to Jeff.
All right.
All right, way to go, Jeff. All right, guys. So we'll be back again tomorrow night. Have a great evening. Thank you all, and God bless. Love you guys.
Good night.
Thanks, guys.
Bye, everyone.
Hey, Carl. Thanks for hanging out with us, Carl. Baseball all day. He was with baseball all day today. He deals with high, athletes that have huge potential prospects, and he set the whole here with us. Carl, I'll be on the phone with you in just a bit. Good night.
All right.